So we have spawning in top left, we have our resident Terran, Jepin from the Cutie Club. And in the bottom right, we have MANSNOTHOT, who will be your red Zerg. Beautiful name, MANSNOTHOT, and in all caps as well, just to emphasize the fact that he's a man, he has snot, and he's pretty hot. So you see Jepin going for a gas first, refinery first build. Is he going to go mech, or is he going to go bio? That's the real question. See the Overlord going across the map. And MANSNOTHOT is going to go hatchery first. Going for that awesome macro-oriented play. Whilst Jepin, he's just doing his own stuff. Making a barracks, sending an SCV scout across the map. Fascinating. Let's see two Overlords headed for the same direction. I sure hope they're not headed for the same location though. That'll be a waste of an Overlord. See the SCV scout going across the map, and he's going to spot the hatchery first. SCV going on a journey of his life. And we see the spawning pool coming out from MANSNOTHOT, as well as the gas. He's going to mine some gas, get that Zergling speed, and gonna rush some lings across the map to surprise our Terran, who has just started his command center. Our resident Terran, Jepin, he's going with the Reaper expand straight into a factory. Very nice. Very nice. Of course, we see that Reaper with the awesome new skin from the war chest. Looks like MANSNOTHOT is just now making some Zerglings. Yes, his Overlord's in position. Nice placement there, I must say. See the Reaper dancing around with the Zerglings. Whoa. Zerglings are running for their lives. Oh no. The Queen pops up. Is it going to get the Reaper? Nope, the Reaper's too fast. He's got those jetpacks, which will propel him to infinite speed. See the factory switch? Possibly a Hellion opener. It is a Hellion opener. Will we see any Banshees coming up? Maybe. Really want some cloak Banshee action. Haven't seen that in quite a while. Oh, but look at MANSNOTHOT. Taking a third, especially on this map, is actually... Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad play by him, but if Jepin was going bio, he could easily drop here and then immediately retreat, since there's not really a path for the Queens to get there quickly. We see the Reaper continually scouting. Just going to stay here for a moment. We see first set of Hellions going across the map. Oh my lord, what is this travesty? What is this skin? Oh lord. See some drones being transferred. Of course we see Jepin making more and more Hellions, but he's adding some Cyclones now. How creative. Creative. Some Cyclones to spice it up. He's not going for a Banshee, unfortunately. He's just going to go for a Viking to snipe some Overlords. Pew pew. The standoff between the Viking and Overlord. Meanwhile, we see the Hellions. Nope. The Hellions are indecisive. They don't really want to go and get some drones, it seems. Another queen just pops up, and oh no, MANSNOTHOT was supply blocked there just for a moment. Oh my goodness, these cyclones, they look like... Ugh. More overlords. More overlords required. I mean, spawn more overlords. There goes another one. That's why Vikings are so good. Especially in early game TVC. Just make Vikings, don't bother making Liberators. Vikings are just so good at denying scouting, and we see the Hellbat transformation. He already got the armory. Looks like there's a lot of lings, a lot of lings. But the Hellbats, they're really good against lings. Oh my god, the lings. Oh my goodness, what a potato Jepin is. What a potato Terran. Potato, look at him, he has nothing at home. The lings are just going to flood. Oh lord. And this is not a wall off, in case you were... I'm not sure what... Oh, it is actually. Oh lord, it's going to get a cancel. Oh lord, this is real potato gameplay right here. Oh my god, he should have cancelled. That is not good for Jepin. Jepin. I expect better from a master player. Oh, by the way, this is a master versus master game replay, I think, so that was quite a potato move by Jepin, not cancelling the command center. Now he just wasted 400 minerals. And he is going mech, so we're going to be seeing some siege tank action. This barracks could possibly be lifted up and floated over here to scout, but the Viking is here, so no worries about that. But what is MANSNOTHOT going for? He's going for some more Banelings as well as a Hydralisk then. That's curious. He's just going Hydra Bane then. Hydra Bane. Very good against well, if you catch mech off guard in a bad position, then Hydra Bane can just run over the units, which makes it very effective. But then again, Hydra Bane cannot bust through walls like these if Jepin plans accordingly. I'm not sure why Jepin's building it at the front. He could just have built it right here. And the only thing he would be afraid of would be Mutalisks or Overlord drops. And so far, we haven't seen any evidence of Overlord dropping from MANSNOTHOT yet. So, Jepin, my man, don't build it here next time, I guess. And he's just wasted 10 seconds lifting and floating it across when he could have just walled off. What a potato. Oh, but we see some sexy 4-drops coming along. And MANSNOTHOT is afraid of something. He's building spore crawlers. I'm not sure. Does MANSNOTHOT actually know Jepin is going for mech? No, he does not. So he probably was afraid of some kind of bio drop, which is why he's building spore crawlers right here. Because this base is hard to defend if you don't have any spore crawlers. Crease bed coming along quite nicely for MANSNOTHOT. And he's already expanding to his 4th base. And Jepin's trying to get some damage with the 4s. But the Hydralisks, they are there. Oh, they're caught off guard. The 4s can unload their whatever it's called, their force hammers. Oh my god, the Zerglings. I'm afraid. Will he get the spawning pool? Oh lord, this is still being very close. Oh no, he doesn't. What a potato. If Jepin hadn't hesitated there, he would have gotten it. That would be 2 or 3 more shots from the 4s. Would have gotten it. There is a Zelnaga watchtower in the north and south of this map here. And it appears that MANSNOTHOT has lots of map control. He has lots of vision. He knows exactly what Jepin is up to. And Jepin, Unfortunately, he's behind. He's behind on 30 supply. It's 136 versus 106 supply. MANSNOTHOT, he's just going to roll on in with his Hydralisks. What does Jepin have? Jepin has so many Hellions. And this tank formation is questionable, but effective. Oh my lord. If MANSNOTHOT just got some of Banelings, I'm pretty sure he could just roll on straight through here. But Hellions, they can turn into Hellbats. They can act as a buffer for the siege tanks. And they're so good in that case. And Jepin, he's only starting his blue flame right now. As well as the new smart servers upgrade, which makes Hellbats and Hellions transform between the two modes much quicker. He's going to siege up here. You see a Hellion trying to do some scouting, I presume. And, well, Jepin drops a scan. Useful. He knows exactly where this Hydralisk army is. And the good thing about, I guess, playing versus Hydra Bane is that you don't really expect a lot of Mutalisk harass or any sort of drop, so this third base is quite safe for the time being. He's just added on a few more factories. And we're going to see the Turtle Mech in action. The Turtle Mech. Look at this mech army. It's quite menacing, isn't it? It's got +1 weapons done. And the Hydralisks also have +1 missile attacks done. So are we going to see these siege tanks moving on towards MANSNOTHOT space? It appears so. He's got no creep here, so you can't really see the full extent of Jepin's army. But we do see some Hydralisks. They're caught in a bad position. You don't want to be there. They're retreating. They're retreating. But MANSNOTHOT knows what's up. He knows the mech push is coming. He knows it's coming. Oh! He gets the surround, but even though the siege tanks were just a split second too late in sieging up, siege tanks can deal an awful lot of damage, and MANSNOTHOT just can't. Wow, but he has a lot of Hydralisks. It's just pure Hydralisks. This is. Oh my god, but the Hellions. They deal so much damage versus Hydralisks. They deal 21 damage versus light units, which Hydralisks are. It's going to be very hard for MANSNOTHOT. He's trying to roll in, but the siege tanks. Oh! But he gets a good spot there. He eliminates all the siege tanks. A bit two left here. Hydralisks, they are very, very, very powerful. I'm not sure why MANSNOTHOT hasn't gotten his Carapace upgrade, but Needle Spines, 14 damage, weapon speed of 0.54, very, 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 very high DPS. And he's continuing to rally Hydras. And Jepin, he's just dropped a lot of mules onto his 4th base. And he's continuing to push out the siege tank production. But oh, look at MANSNOTHOT, he's already got a hive. Oh lord, now he's researching adrenal glands. That's going to make Zerglings be very, very effective at harassing worker lines. And we see 3 Dropalords being morphed by MANSNOTHOT here. But Hellions, they're doing a little bit of scouting. And he's trying to get. Does Jepin know? Does Jepin know he has MANSNOTHOT has a base here? No, he doesn't even know MANSNOTHOT has a base here as well. Hydralisks move very quickly on creep, but MANSNOTHOT, he realizes there's a siege tank there. He doesn't dare engage. He's trying to get a little bit of damage done with his Dropalords. I'm not sure where the other 2 went. One is just chilling out here for the time being. I have no idea what that's about. Oh, but how many workers were killed there? Oh my lord. That was not nice. Not nice indeed. Let me just check. 5 workers killed. That's much better than I thought. A planetary is morphed in at Jepin's 4th base to deflect any sort of counter aggression. Oh, but the siege tanks, they were sieging up just 1 second too late. And the Hydralisks, they clean up the siege tanks. Oh, Hydralisks. It looks like Jepin is in a bit of trouble here. It's 133 versus 105 supply right now. And Jepin, he needs to step it up. He needs to make some sort of epic comeback. He can't just build tanks and hope to win. He needs to get a good engage. He needs to get a good position for the siege tanks to start firing against those Hydralisks. But MANSNOTHOT, his creep spread is just on point, and his vision is also pretty good. Unfortunately. Oh, we see some Corruptors being morphed in here for MANSNOTHOT. And he is currently morphing in his first Broodlord. He has one lonely Swarm Host there. I have no idea what that Swarm Host is supposed to be doing. But Jepin, he's got this small mech army, which if in the right position can and will destroy Hydralisks. But will he find the correct position? Will he get lucky this time? Dropalord does swat that. And MANSNOTHOT's just going to turtle up. He's got a Broodlord. And Jepin, he only has 2 Vikings. That's not really enough. Oh lord, what are these Hydralisks doing? They're just chilling out, not helping the Broodlord or the Corruptors. What a pity. Oh lord, but the Corruptors just picking off all the Vikings. Oh lord. Jepin, he is starting to make 4s. But 4s, alas, they are slow, clunky, and you need to focus fire them. You need to focus fire Broodlords with 4s, or else they're just going to shoot at the Broodlings. That's not really going to be very optimal. 4s, 4s, 4s. More 4s. I would love to see some more Vikings, though. Vikings are very good against Broodlords. And in general, this style of mech is very good against ground army, but it totally lacks any sort of splash damage versus air. But this mech army is quite menacing, and even though MANSNOTHOT is in the supply lead, if Jepin manages to get a good engagement with his siege tanks, which do have +3 weapons, they're just going to melt through these Hydralisks, which only have +1 carapace for some reason, and MANSNOTHOT is not researching any upgrades for the ground units for Zerg, and that's going to be a problem in the long run. And we see a lot of Corruptors, but oh, the Broodlords, they're unleashing their Broodlings. We only see 2 Broodlords though. And the funny thing is, the Corruptors aren't actually doing anything. The Corruptors, they were made to counter the Vikings, but so far, Jepin has not made a lot of Vikings, and the Corruptors, they can only pick off 1 or 2 Vikings. I would love to see probably a little bit more Broodlords morphed in by MANSNOTHOT. Because, well, 2 isn't very, you know, it's not a particularly large number. And if MANSNOTHOT did have, say, like 5 Broodlords, I think this army would just self-destruct, really. Because siege tanks do, they do friendly fire, and they do splash damage, and we do see a few more Broodlords coming along. And MANSNOTHOT, his Hydralisks are just not in the correct position. Oh my goodness, the Blue Flame Hellions, oh my lord. MANSNOTHOT, his 4th base is destroyed, and the Hydralisks, they do absolutely nothing against +3 weapons. Hellbats, I mean, there is a base here, it's totally undefended. He's just going to lose this. He's just going to lose this for free. I mean, Jepin's just going to get this for free. There are no reinforcements from MANSNOTHOT, and Broodlords, they are very, very, very slow. They do have movement speed of 1.97, that is quite slow indeed. Whilst Corruptors, they do have more than double that movement speed. So, wow. Wow, that is pretty disgusting. And we see Jepin has killed 25 workers so far. Oh wow, what is this? He's moving in drones? Oh my lord, these drones are all just going to get... Well, but MANSNOTHOT did clean it up, so these drones can return to mining. And for some reason, MANSNOTHOT does have 41 out of 16 workers on this base, so that's a bit of oversaturation. I'm not sure why he sent those drones along. His macro is not really on point right now. He sends some drones to the top base, of course, but he does have a lot of Broodlords. He does have 7 Broodlords here, right? And unfortunately, they only have +1 air weapons, so that's not going to do a lot of damage versus these nearly fully upgraded 4s. And Jepin is just now researching vehicle and ship weapon plating level 3. But he has no Vikings, and the 4s, they're just not good. But look, a nuke is going to land. Oh my god, 28 drones at this hatchery. Oh, but MANSNOTHOT, he's god at reaction time. Just evacuates his workers, but at the same time we do see these broodlords coming along, destroying the force completely. Or maybe not. Jepin, he's doing smart things. He's focus firing the broodlords. Look at that shift command right there. Shift queued. Very nice by Jepin. What a god of mech. Oh, but we do see the swarm host doing some harass, I guess. And another nuke by this wonderful ghost right here. Oh, MANSNOTHOT knows. MANSNOTHOT knows. It's not going to get anything. Well, an extractor, I guess. And Jepin, he is expanding to the top here. He has a lot more Hellions, and these Hellions, unfortunately, they do not have +3 plating yet. Oh, but there's so many broodlords here. Jepin spots that. But what can he do against these broodlords? I mean, he has no Vikings at all. He's just making 4s. Jepin, my man. Add on 2 more starports. Make some Vikings, my man. This is not good. 4s, they do not counter broodlords. Oh, but we do see a lot of drones killed. It's very nice for Jepin. 47 workers killed for Jepin. He's killed 47 drones. But these broodlords, they're just hammering away at the 4s. I mean, not really hammering away, I guess sort of more like picking away at the metal armor of the 4s. It's just disgusting, look at this. The Hellbats, they are cleaning up top base, but Jepin, he's got nothing. Does he have a nuke? He has 1 nuke. He has 1 nuke. Will he do the ultimate nuke on top of these broodlords? That would be fantastic to see, but unfortunately, the ghost is not ready to come out yet. There are still 10 more seconds until the ghost comes out. And these broodlords, they're just dominating. The corruptors, they're coming along. Oh my goodness. Corruptors. Oh, we do see the broodlords. They're just destroying the 4s. Jepin has nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Oh, but the nuke! Will the nuke land? MANSNOTHOT looks. His broodlords are looking angrily upon the Ghost Academy, but it looks like the nuke will land. The nuke will land. Oh my god, oh my lord. And that's a ton of broodlords dead with just a nuke. Oh, and Jepin, he has another nuke. I'm not sure where that came from. Does he have another Ghost Academy? Oh, yes, he does. And the nuke, unfortunately, the nuke does not land on anything of significant value. But it does do friendly fire, and he nearly killed his Hellions there. And the Hellions are the Hellions are quite angry at a ghost. Possibly. Oh, but the planetary is just doing tower defense right here. The planetary fortress just doing some tower defense while Jepin continues to do some worker harass. How many workers has Jepin killed? He's killed 73 drones. And the worker count is quite even, 40 to 41 harvesters. But this planetary, it can do nothing. It can't shoot up. Jepin, he's got no gas left. His SCVs are just repairing this planetary. And if you don't have gas, you can't repair a planetary. Oh, but look, siege tanks. I'm not sure why Jepin's still building siege tanks. You should just add on a ton more starports, my dear boy. Or just go for some ravens to do some splash damage. That's pretty useful as well. He has got 1 nuke as well. A single nuke will be his salvation. We do see a lot of SCVs being pulled. Not sure what that's for. Oh, to repair the orbital. Well, Jepin can really do nothing at this point. And this 4 is using his missile launchers against the broodlord. Not the most effective, of course. It's much better to transform them into the high impact payload, but Jepin, he's continually harassing with his Hellbats. And look at these Hellbats. This one has 18 kills, this one has 17 kills, this one has 19 kills. Oh my god, this one has 31 kills. These are the elite Hellbats. just like in co-op with Nova's elite Hellbat squad, just like that. It is very nice. The worker harass is very good indeed. And it looks like Jepin, he's ahead in income, but he's behind in workers, but that's mainly because MANSNOTHOT is oversaturating this space. And we're going to see a drone barbecue. Drone barbecue coming right along, and MANSNOTHOT just decides to tap out. He's had enough of these Hellion run-bys. He's had enough of that nuke destroying all his broodlords. And Jepin will take the win here with his very strange strategy of mech into ghosts. And he's still not added on any more starports except for the first one he built. Definitely a very, very back and forth game by both players. But MANSNOTHOT decides, well, I've had enough of the Hellion harass. I've had enough of the Hellbat harass. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I am tapping out. And, well, Jepin, a well-deserved victory and a well-placed nuke as well. Definitely a very unique playstyle.